Hello everybody, here is a flip through of my collage journal for June this year. Whoops, sorry, I'm knocking things around. In format it follows the glue folio book format with the pages here and a waterfall at the back and extra pockets and things. Okay, so I've just used plain black card and some bits of pattern bits from paintings, and I've just covered it with packaging tape, so there's nothing precious about this. Okay, all right, so I've got a pocket here, more of that painting, and this I'm just picked up papers that I'd harvested just a few days before and made myself make something out of them. I didn't go hunting for papers that I knew I had stored anywhere, so it's quite a sort of flowing present process really. All right, so here we have a nice drawing face, and the meaning of life is us. Oops. Okay, here there is a brass sculpture called Going Bush, so I've just set it in some bush. And here this rather attractive drawing here, a bit of a snail, and in the shell of the snail I've put these hands with the bird and the plant. Here we've got an image of corks and just some wine splashing through it. A painting of a bay window, and I've just set that into the landscape so that it looks like it's one of those outside-in type images. Now over here I wanted to do some trial grids. So the first one I just tore strips and pasted them against text. Over here there's a text background, and I've actually chopped up various paintings and kept everything sort of quite straight in this one. Looks quite good. Over here, the prompt was a river runs through it, for both images actually. So here, this Land Rover here was actually in this big desert scene. So I cut this out and put the girl walking through what looks like tulips, and then put the Land Rover back into it again. I really like that one. This one here was a man fishing, and I put that into a painted landscape and then more of the photograph up the top. Over here I wanted to work with a stylized flower stencil that I have. So this half in darker colors for evening, this half for day. Now over here I have done absolutely nothing to these images because I just love them. New Zealand native wood pigeon, Kereru, and this gorgeous cat. Oh, I love his whiskers and everything about him. Okay, over here I found a couple of pages in a magazine about different herbal remedies for common ailments, and I particularly like this cough suppressing thyme mixture, so actually I could do with that right now. So I might make some this weekend. So I did that and put a little tab there so I can find it again quickly. Over here I wanted to work with roses, and I just layered them up in different colours. Anyone who knows my journals knows that I do a blue and white spread in each journal. This one was actually ended up being quite complicated. There was the window, it had a different background behind it, so I had to cut all these squares out, put in a background with blue irises, and then I put this girl in. I know this girl, I used to teach her, and here she is playing the euphonium. And these are strips from the inside of an envelope. Here it says, "Be more than you ever imagined." Okay, now I've taken to using curry kits to make curry, and they're just fantastic. All the flavours are balanced, it's great. So I did this little spread here on curries. Over here, this wonderful looking lady racing through the countryside. Thanks to the right oil, there's an L on that, she still goes like the clappers. And I thought this guy looked like he might appreciate her racing through the countryside. Now I've started using avocado oil again with cooking. So I just did this spread on avocados. Why not? Over here is a spread on bottles. This is a brand of beer in New Zealand. It's quite a nice painting that was done. And I just used the silhouette sort of shape of the bottle to have that in it. Okay, another spread where I haven't done very much to it at all. This is a New Zealand native bird called a tui. They're beautiful birds, although when you get up close to them, beautiful iridescent colours and their feathers, really dark though, and they have the most wonderful complicated bird song. So there are several of them around now at the moment. And here's a spread on feijoas. Now I've got 2 feijoa trees and they produce so many feijoas. This year I've been feeding the excess to the cows just down the road. They love them. So here's a spread on feijoas. Over here, we've got something about ginkgo trees. And I just planted a ginkgo tree. And I found this article about using ginkgo nuts. So I thought I'd never heard about that before. So there we are. And here is the last spread. We're just setting off to Australia, down here to Launceston for a holiday to see my son and his family. So there we are. We're going through Auckland over here, through to Melbourne, and then down to Launceston. And the final page is some autumn leaves. Now over here, we've got a pocket that I could put stuff in, and I just put a bit of a piano keyboard there. Here is part of a painting of a tui, I think, or a huia bird. And this is the most wonderful set of drawers, Chinese probably. I really like them. So that's there. And here's the waterfall with some bits and pieces that I liked. And what is faith? Faith gives substance to our hopes and makes us certain of realities we do not see. A couple of nice landscapes. Some interesting pots and some really lovely use of colour there. I love those pinks and oranges, yellows. And here's an old piano like the one that I practice on. And here we have some more bits of chilies and garlic that ties in with the curry page. Okay, so there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that. And I've just started on the August journal, so I'll load that up for you when that's done next month. Bye-bye.